Good morning, folks. Ron Bishop, Timaru, New Zealand here again. Hey, guess where I am? I'm in my office and I'm standing in front of the mirror. Why am I standing in front of the mirror? Because I read in a book the other day called The Magic of Believing about the mirror technique. How you can change your attitude, you can change your life by speaking to yourself in front of a mirror. Many people practice public speaking by speaking to themselves in a mirror. It's a very powerful way of changing your mind, changing your mindset, becoming more positive by speaking in front of a mirror. Now, in my last video clip, I talked about a personal self-development program. I told you I was going to teach you personal self-development skills. I've been studying personal self-development now for many, many years. And I've been studying the power of the mind. And I know how the mind works. And yesterday I was listening to on YouTube, John Kehoe. Some of you may have heard of John Kehoe. He wrote a book called, he's wrote many books, but one of the books is called Mind Power, the power of the mind. And he explains how the mind works. John Kehoe went out into a forest. He lives in Canada, and he went to a forest for 3 years, locked himself away in a cabin and studied the power of the mind and did exercises, did mental exercises, and changed his life. And he traveled the world speaking to millions of people on motivation. Now, one of the things that I want to do is to travel the world speaking to millions of people on motivation. I want to do what John Kehoe did, right? He's a lot younger than me. I'm 73 years of age, and people will say, well, why don't you retire, Ron? You know, you've got cancer, you've got all these things wrong with you, why don't you retire? I said, no, I'm going to keep going because I'm going to live to be 100, right? And I'm going to travel the world with my wife, Margaret, speaking to millions of people on motivation. Why? Because I uplift people, I inspire people, I encourage people. That's why. Now, in my last video, I showed you all those gold medals I'd won, all those medals at Masters Games events when I was younger, when I was in the 50s and 60s. I won all those gold medals, right? And I did it by using the power of my mind, by training my mind to think differently, So this video is about training the mind, right? John Kehoe says you can read all the self-help books you like, and you can, positive thinking works, but you've got to do the mental exercises. You've got to do mental exercises. You've got to stand in front of a mirror. You've got to practice what you want to do in front of a mirror, right? Because it'll help you. It'll change your life. We have a conscious mind, and a subconscious mind. And we have to change our subconscious mind. Now, the way to change the subconscious mind is to speak to it in what we call affirmations. You talk to the subconscious mind. You tell it what you want to do. Now, I'm a Christian, and I use God. I ask God into my life and tell God and get God to help me with what I want to say and what I want to do. And I ask God, right? Because it's too hard to do on my own. So I ask God, God, help me today. Help me say the right words as I speak in front of this mirror, as I talk to millions of people all around the world. Give me the affirmations to say, and this is what he tells me to say. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God is guiding me in everything that I do. God is guiding me in everything that I do. I'm so excited that God is guiding me in everything that I do. I feel great. I feel fantastic. I feel terrific. I feel great. I feel fantastic. I feel terrific. Great things are going to happen to me today. Fantastic things are happening to me today. I'm excited. I'm excited because great things are happening to me today. You know what I do for a living? I travel the world with my wife Margaret, speaking to millions of people on motivation. Why? Because I uplift people. I inspire people. I encourage people because I'm the happiest, funniest, healthiest, wealthiest, motivational teacher and preacher in the world. Yes, I am. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that I'm the happiest, funniest, healthiest, wealthiest, motivational teacher and preacher in the world. So what do you think? I know what you're saying. You're a big skite, Ron Bishop. You skite all the time. Yes, I'm a skite. I love to skite. Okay? You know, I learned skiting from Muhammad Ali. He was the biggest skite I've ever seen, ever listened to, talk. And he used to say he was the greatest. He reckoned he's the greatest. And he became the greatest because he told everybody he was the greatest. And he convinced his subconscious mind that he was the greatest. So when he got into the boxing ring, automatically he carried out what he'd been telling himself. He was the greatest boxer of all time. I'm the greatest public speaker of all time. Is that true? No, not yet, but it's going to be, right? And when you're doing affirmations, you've got to do them in the present tense, as if you already are. Now, I'm far from traveling the world yet, but I'm going to. And this is how I'm going to be doing it, because I'm changing my subconscious mind. And when I change my subconscious mind, what I believe, if I believe that I'm the greatest and funniest and healthiest and wealthiest motivational teacher and preacher in the world, and I believe that and I say that over and over and over to myself every day, I will become it. Right? And that's exciting, because that's what I want to do. Okay? So much for me. What about you? What do you want to do? What's your passion? Do you have a dream? Do you have a dream of being successful or doing something that you really want to do, but you don't know really how to do it? You can do it. You can do whatever you want if you believe, if you can convince yourself that you can do it. Okay? Now, I'm going to close this now. I want you to think about this video. Play it again. Listen to it. Follow what I do. Copy what I do and you'll be successful, because I'm going to be successful. I am successful now. I'm already successful. I've got more gold medals than you have. I got them by the power of my mind, using the power of the mind. And I'm going to teach you, teaching people all around the world. I don't have time to go around doing seminars, booking halls and getting people to come and listen to me. I can do it on this video, right? This video is going around the world now. I've got my camera stuck up here on a mirror, right? And I'm talking into the mirror. But it's going to happen, because every day I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk in front of the mirror. And it's going to change my subconscious mind, and opportunities will start coming my way. Right? They're already coming my way now. I believe that. I believe that. So see you tomorrow, folks, to my next video. Keep watching me. Every day I'll be online doing something. And I'll be doing it in front of a mirror. Okay? I love you all. See you later. Bye-bye.